Welcome to Neyland Stadium, one of the biggest and most beautiful settings in all of college football. This big crowd ready to roar. They know when the Volunteers run through that tee, it's showtime. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement. Big playoff implications. We'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Away to start us off. Here's the fair catch by the return man. First down here for this offense. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Powers through. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll give it to the running back. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
Looking to pass. It's Iamaleava. Close to the tight end. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. That's a big gain across midfield all the way to the opponent's 35.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
And the Volunteers with 1st and 10 here. From the shotgun now. Here's a handoff inside. In the clear at the 25. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Second down play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Launching one to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Look out, he's got some space. Across midfield. He's past the 30. Tough running there. Not just a pig, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Well, here it is, opening drive of the game. You're just trying to find that rhythm, run the ball, a couple passes, and this one backfires. Poor decision by the quarterback. That's 100% on him, and this defense now gives their own offense great field position here to get points on the board.
And the offense convert that pick into points. They're set up 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line.
The real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up.
And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out, it's Lewis. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And Tennessee's offense back out on the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And he's going to rifle this one deep to the left side. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Solid gain, moves the ball up to the 47. It'll be first down. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
So, second down after the incompletion. Catch made on the right side. And they wrap him up after the completion, just short of the first down marker.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Third down upcoming after that completion. They'll run it here. That's the running back with the ball. They get him at the 42. Good enough for a first down.
Here's a great example of the back knowing where he needed to go on this play, and he didn't mess around. He got between the tackles and earned every single yard.
To throw, it's Ayamaleva. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And he's brought down after a big first down gain. It's second and short. Maybe an opportunity, Kirk, to take a shot here. Here's the second down play. From the shotgun, handoff inside. Makes the first down, but pays a price. Big hit there at the end.
I love to watch this offense when they can dominate the line of scrimmage and have a talented back behind him. You continue to pick up first downs. You get the rhythm going. We've been watching Tennessee offenses do that for a long time.
And the back gets the football. And that's a solid gain before the defense able to bring him down.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He's going to hand this off. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Oh, it's a reverse. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense, and man, did they make that look easy.
And it comes out to the 25. No return attempted there. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. It's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, this back is running very well today and living up to so many great backs that they've had over the years at Miami. Edgerrin James and Frank Gore and Willis McGahee and Clinton Portis. All those guys won a lot of games and ran the ball well. Right now, they got to be loving what they're seeing from this back.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Takes the handoff. It's Martinez. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Running out of time in the pocket. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the football there on 3rd down.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
The Hurricanes will come to the line looking to convert on 4th down. Trying for a 4th down completion. Going for his running back. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this 4th down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a 1st down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Well, the play is just blown up by the big fella in the middle, Kirk, showing some quickness for his size.
Yeah, we know about his power, but how about his ability to penetrate there? And that's the quickest way to blow up a run game, is that interior penetration.
Catch is made way down inside the 30. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
How about that? The receiver had nobody around him. That's frankly embarrassing for this defense when you let someone deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
He's back to throw again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. And they get him down to wrap up the first period of play.
That's the end of the first quarter. Score tied 7-7.
First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. To throw, it's Iamaleava. He's running out of time here. There's a fastball, but it's intercepted. Brought down after a short return at the 24. What a crucial takeaway.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down one.
And the Miami offense is back on the field. Last time out there, they got stopped on 4th down, but it didn't cost them anything. Let's see what the mindset is here.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Hurricanes.
Well, that's a well-oiled machine right there. Everyone on this offense has been a star in their roles. And when they're rolling like this, it results in quick and positive results.
PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Miami 14, Tennessee 7.
And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Volunteers' powerful offense back out in the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Pressure is coming. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Didn't find anybody open. Brings up a 2nd down now.
Well, the pass rush does a good job of chasing him out of the pocket. He's trying to buy some time looking downfield, but he better be careful being too patient. He gets hit as he throws this football, and it falls incomplete.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Going to try to use his... The ball is loose. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
The Volunteers starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Running back with the football. They make the stop just short of the first. Looks like inches to go, and now 4th down.
Well, they tried to grind that out for those 2 yards, and they came up just short. I'm talking inches short. You know the players are going to say, hey, Coach, let's go for it. We can make it. We can make it. It's 4th down in inches. Get behind that line and go for it.
They need less than a yard for a first down. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll run it here. The running back has the ball. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
It makes sense going for it here. You're kind of in that no man's land, depending on how much faith you have in your kicker. And if you don't get it, your opponent still has a ways to go. Now you pick it up and you can go get a touchdown.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his big tight end. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Catch made quickly, but a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 25.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
It's a run. Running back's got it. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Ball handed to the running back. He's got a lane. Can he make the end zone? Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Vols. And now here comes the point after attempt. And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. Returner decides to fair catch this. And here comes the Miami offense back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. That's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 29.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
The gain makes it 2nd and medium. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense. Almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Tough situation with the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat. And they heave it deep downfield. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now it brings up 4th down. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Canes will send the punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. And they've got the returner corralled. First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now. We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. First and 10 now for the offense. They'll try and run it. Here's the running back.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. Offense facing third and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough fourth down decision? Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback had everything that he needed there. Had great protection. Receiver ran a nice route. Just not able to convert there on that third down. Let's see what their decision is on fourth down coming up.
The offense already has one fourth down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Needs a completion here on fourth down. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense. And the Vols lining up here on first and 10. On the ground, it's Lewis. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on first and 10.
A gain makes it second and medium. They snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. The Volunteers hustle to the line to run the hurry up. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout.
Timeout, Tennessee.
The Vols will look to convert here on fourth down. Fourth down, he's throwing for it. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Pulls it in. It's Arroyo. And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage. A new set of downs after that completion. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure. Incompletion sets up a second down. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. Looking downfield, it's Jones. And the senior making a disruptive impact play. Now the offense will call a timeout here. Something they didn't like about what they saw there. Wanting to make an adjustment for this critical down. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field in that third down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. And now it's fourth down and long.
And on fourth down, the punter sends it away. And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. Tennessee's high-powered offense is back out on the field. Last possession, they went for it on fourth down, but got stoned. Let's see what they can do this time. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Breaking free at the 35. Oh, and he fumbles. And the defense jumps on the foot.
Chris, anytime a quarterback starts to take off and scramble, the defense is alert to try to get to him and dislodge that football. He gets some positive yards, but he doesn't take care of the ball and secure it, and they're able to knock it away.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Intercepted right near the end zone. What a play. Not much on the return, but they create the turnover.
Well, the quarterback ends up being a tad aggressive and ends up paying for it with a pick. I get that that might be part of his playing style, but there's a difference between being aggressive and being careless.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Finding space at the 20. And the game will pick up the first down. Tackled at the 22. Looks like one more play here before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking to scramble. Lets it go deep down the middle. Had all day to throw. They finally make the stop after a big gain, but that'll wrap up the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Will kick this away to get the second half going. He'll call for the fair catch here. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The gain is 3 yards, so second and 7.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Stop at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. He's brought down, but not before the gain to the 42-yard line.
The good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
Second down here. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, each receiver brings something a little bit different to the table, Chris. To me, the outside receivers usually are a little bit longer, taller guys. You get those slot receivers in the inside.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And they've got him at the 5. Great run to set up scoring position here.
Well, that's what you love to see from an offense. The offensive line and the running back in sync, working together, and it pays off. What a big gain. Thought he might be close to being able to take it all the way to the end zone, but the defense jumped.
Touchdown, Canes. Will take the lead in the second half.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And the Volunteers' high-tempo offense is back out on the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab down the middle. It's White. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Move the sticks for a first down for this Tennessee offense. And this quarterback is really starting to throw the ball well, putting the ball on the money, and giving these receivers a chance to make plays after the catch. And I tell you, they've had some great quarterbacks, as we know, that have played in their time in Knoxville.
Solid run, tackled on the 45-yard line.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that previous play. And they hand it off to the back. Powerful running into the secondary. He's brought down, but a solid gain moves the ball across midfield to the 41.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
And the Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. He's got it for a big gain. Tackle right after the catch, but they'll spot the ball down for 15.
The defense does a nice job of forcing the quarterback here to be patient by playing zone. They run a crossing route. Defense is there, but not able to break up the catch.
And they'll give it to the back.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The shotgun handoff here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Rustles across the goal line. Touchdown, Volunteers. Now the all-important extra point.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front, and it costs you. It's exactly what happened here as they score this touchdown.
Return goes out of bounds.
Here comes the Miami offense back out onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Breaking free at the 35. Stopped out at the 39, but good enough for a first down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers. And don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Working his way inside the 15. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
One back in the backfield, and he'll get the carry. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
Back to throw. It's Jones. Incomplete. He was good as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. Past the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the 10. Brings the interception all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee.
An aggressive approach by this offense backfires. The defense not fooled at all. Good job of stepping in front of this throw, and they take it back for a touchdown.
PAT puts them in front by 7. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. And the run moves the ball up to the 33.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. I mean, he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle at the line of scrimmage.
Here comes a handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense success the formation. It's third down. Or it's snapped to the back. The Canes are moving quickly down the field.
Even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
At it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Scanning the field. It's Jones. Throws to the tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between the quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, you may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. You've got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, it's going to cost you.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
The Canes look to keep this drive moving. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. Offense getting set. Second down play here. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Oh, and he misfires just beyond the receiver's grasp. So the ball at midfield, now the offense facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you've got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
He's brought down. A sack will end this drive. Huge play here by the defense.
Now, the quarterback's got to get the ball out of his hands. He had a lot of time back there in the pocket, looking over the field, desperately trying to find an open receiver. Nobody's open, but he still has got to take off or try to make a play. Instead, he's sacked, and it's a turnover on downs.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Defense able to contain him after that juke, but he picks up a solid gain. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. And they'll run it. Hand it off to the running back. Tackle to the 28. This offense threatening now. Another 1st down.
You know, this back has taken advantage of his opportunities tonight in his football game. And here's another example on 3rd down. They put the ball in his hands. He knows exactly where to go to pick up the 1st down. And he's able to do that here in the 4th quarter.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll work the clock here with the running game. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a 1st down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
The Volunteers will have 1st and 10 here. QB decides to keep it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. There's the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Smart play to keep it on the ground to try to keep that clock moving. But there's still a lot of work here on 3rd down for this offense with the lead. Face it, you got one of the best quarterbacks in the country. Put the ball in his hands, let him work his magic.
We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. And now a carry here for the fullback. He's not going to get the 1st down. It's 4th down now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. The field goal is good, and they add to their lead. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away.
Oh, Chris, it's a nice kick here to polish off that drive with at least 3 points up on the board.
And the returner elects to fair catch it. No return. And the Miami offense is back on the field. Defense got a big 4th down stop in the last possession. Let's see what happens here. And here's a deep throw with the clock winding down. Deep shot caught down inside the 20. Brought down at the 18, and suddenly this offense is in the red zone. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their first of the half. See what the call is on 1st and 10. To throw, it's Jones. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Looking for a touchdown, but it's incomplete.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots, get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. The pocket breaking down. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down.
Chris, this offensive coordinator is going to have to adjust. We've seen hits and sacks and pressure on this quarterback all game long. They've got to find a solution to create more time for the quarterback to be able to throw the football, or maybe completely overhaul and change what they're doing on offense.
Looking to throw it again. Lets it go quickly. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Finding some room with the 25. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Hey, whether it's been on the inside or bouncing things to the outside, this guy has shown you everything that he has to offer, and a big part of the reason why they're enjoying this nice lead.
Caught over the middle. It's Brazzell.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Important second down play coming up. He hands it to the back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
For the defense coordinator this week, all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Can they convert on 3rd down to keep this drive rolling? Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Now a late timeout is taken. 6 seconds showing on the clock. The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking to throw. It's Ayamaleva. Trying to create outside the pocket now. In the clear at the 25. Defense finally makes the stop after a big gain. This offense not throttling back, even on the final play. Well, this head coach told us we prepared well. We're ready. I'd be shocked if we didn't go out and play well. And he had a good read on his team. That's a big win.
This team was incredibly well prepared, and schematically, I liked a lot of the things they did to counter how the defense was attacking them. Sometimes games can be won and lost thanks to a good game plan, and we saw how it made a big difference today.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.